Alrighty gamers, welcome back to Subnautica. Today, well, we've got a lot to do. First thing we're doing is whacking the modification station up here. You see, what this allows us to do is make the depth module Mark 2 and 3 for the Cyclops and Mark 2 for the prawn. For the next Cyclops depth module, we need more lithium, which is conveniently over in the mushroom forest near the base by the Lost River. And do you know what else is conveniently near the base by the Lost River? That's right, the CTO's Lifepod. So in here we're going to whack anything I consider important. So that's those three and that. We are going to go grab another deep shroom just because I believe that's what we need for the polyaniline. And we need that for the Cyclops shield module, which we might craft before we go to the Lifepod. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. And then the other thing we're going to do, or that we can hatch, shall we say, is these three bad boys that we're going to whack into the alien containment. Now, unfortunately, we won't be here to see them hatch, but hatch they will. So now what's left to do is meet you over in the mushroom forest where we will get some lithium, and then it's time to go to the Lost River. Okay, here we are at the mushroom forest near the Lost River and Lifepod 2. We've got the prawn in tow. There we go. Anyway, the reason we're here, if you look top right, we want a power cell charger. We don't need that just yet, because first we're going to take that, we're going to swap it out with that power cell, which is at 10%, and we're going to use that to craft the Cyclops shield generator, which pretty much makes the thing invulnerable. Awesome. I'll plug it in over here, don't I? I do. There we go. So now if we come over here, we have the option to, activate shield. And it looks absolutely elite. So we've got a shield now, which is very nice. And yeah. Now what we need to do is find some lithium so that we can make the depth module for the Cyclops. So, yeah, I guess we will go do that. Got some copper. Is there lithium down here? Oh yeah, that was the other thing. We had a pop-up saying, congratulations, cuttlefish. What is that? I mean, there's lithium galore, so I guess we won't be needing to go out of our way to find it. I want to make sure I've got all of it. You know what, we can do that in a minute. What we can't do in a minute is explore whatever's in this. Okay, so there's one of these teleporters down here. Sweet. Okay, that's kind of cool. We can live with that. Well, that's pretty cool. There's an alien teleporter down there, which is lovely. Jelly ray egg, no thanks. Yeah, there was a pop-up before that said cuttlefish egg discovered. Right, well, we didn't find any of the giant lithium... Shut up. We didn't find any of the giant lithium chunks, but we did at least get some lithium. Okay, so we need you, we need you, and that might be everything. We're going to have to... Right, does whatever's attacking my thing mind? What are you? Huh? I don't know. Cyclops depth Mark 2. There we go, Mark 3. We need plasteel and kyanite. Same with the prawn, pretty much. I don't know why I keep looking at that. We want you. Boom. 1,300 meters. So the prawns is 1,200. This is 1,300. Is the prawns 1,200? No, the prawns is 1,300. Alright, cool. Give me this. Give me that. Let's head over to use Lifepod. It says full health, so I'm going to assume that it is full health. And I'm going to whack them on as well. Okay, so this is forward. It's not easy to use the camera. Alright, head down. Head up. I hate piloting this thing. Oh, we're heading into the blood kelp. We know that there's a ghost leviathan somewhere around here. Oh, I hate this. You know what, let's hit save. Oh, 59% battery already. Okay, yeah, we're going to need to head up. So the shield works, but it absolutely destroys our battery. Right, here's what we do then. I think this is how we play this. The Cyclops can stay here for now. We'll head over towards that. I think we'll leave the Cyclops there, because the Cyclops has all the good stuff on it. And then we'll try and see about taking our prawn down into the Lost River and getting that Lifepod. I don't know if we'll prioritise the Lifepod or the prawn first, though. Oh, okay, here we go. If we leave this on the absolute edge of the Blood Kelp Forest, we're fine. Right, turn you off. Why are we slanted? I got attacked by a creature and my health isn't full, so I wonder if we have a hole somewhere. I know, the thing ain't full health, so I'd assume that there's like a scratch or something somewhere that needs to be repaired. I've got no idea how we tell if this thing is fine. Right, let's turn the lights off. Oh, but the thing that's going to suck is that we're not going to have... The reason that we wanted this down in the Lost River was because it had like the bulbo trees and stuff. Now that we don't have that, we're going to need to get some water. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll meet you down at the Lifepod in the prawn. I know what you're thinking. This isn't the Lifepod. And you would be right. You see, what I've decided to do is grab all of these. We're just going to make a ton of power cells so that the Cyclops should not run out of power. And I figured, hey, whilst we're here, let's have a look at these little cuties. So these are what hatched the cuttlefish. Evidence suggests capable of understanding and following simple commands. Assessment: emotional connection between living creatures is an essential component of psychological health. So to keep these fellas happy, we need to play with them. And that we shall. Okay, we have returned, and whilst we're away, we're going to plonk a power cell charger. And of course we need 2 titanium.
An eternity later.
So we've got all 3 tablets that we found. We'll put 4 of them in there, 2 of them in there, and both of them. We'll grab 2 spare batteries just in case we want to put a battery charger on here at some point, but don't need to do that yet. Take a last bite to eat for the road, and then we're going to hop in the Pixie, and I will see you down at that Lifepod. The other thing that we're going to do is scope out how and if we can bring the Cyclops down there. Okay, we go. If I even see Squidward tentacles, I am going to flip out. Okay, yeah, you can definitely fit Cyclops down here. Although, actually, it's a very tight gap. Let's hit save. Oh, there's the ghost leviathan. There's old mate. Right, what do you have to offer me? Quite literally, just a PDA. That is disgraceful, to be quite frank. Right, where would one enter the Lost River again? Ah, one would do it down here. One would not do it down there. One would do it over here. Why is Squidward there? No, it ain't down there. So those are floating islands. Yeah. And that's a crab squid, and that is a big, big mountain. And that looks like where you'd enter the Lost River. Right, well, I'm not seeing the big nasty leviathan. Oh, you do it here. Oh, you could definitely fit the Cyclops through here. And I'm not seeing old mate the ghost leviathan. And here we are, back in the Lost River. Is this... This is the same room as last time, isn't it? Well, no, because there'll be a big ghost leviathan somewhere on the right. Maybe it isn't. No, I don't think it is. This is a completely different entrance. And it looks like, or I would assume... Unless... No, yeah, there'll be another one over there where there was that big open space. But you can definitely fit the Cyclops through here. And I think the Cyclops will fit down in this bit. Right, that's the big tree. So we've got 2 other routes we can take. This way goes up, so we like that, and it also leads towards the deep Grand Reef, which we like. Oh, hello.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
Wow, thank you for that. I'm really glad you mentioned that, because I wouldn't have been able to figure that one out myself. So what's that way? Massive cave that way. I heard a warper, but if I don't turn around, he's not there. Right, where would one enter the alien building?
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within.
Oh, absolutely charming. So it's pretty much saying if you come in here, something will try to kill you. But I mean, it's big and it's in like a cave of its own, so you can only assume that you have to go inside it. My question would be, how do you get inside it? How do I get in? Right, here's how we're gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to hop out and try and find it this way. Bones, ain't no scanning you. Okay. We can chill. I got a transmission saying dangerous life forms within, so there has to be a way in. It's just a case of finding it. Hopefully there's oxygen in there, because I don't fancy having to find the entrance multiple times. What the hell was that? You heard that, right? You lot did hear that? Something big screamed. But where is the entrance? Yeah, that, whatever that is, that just shouted, there's something big. That's all I know, there's something big down here. It said there were dangerous creatures in this thing, so they might be in here. Right, I'm gonna Google it. Lost River alien base entrance. Side to your left, near the top, there is an entrance. What? Right, the top left side there is an entrance apparently. I'm not sure which is the top and which side's the left. Whatever that is, please be quiet. Whatever that is, please be quiet. Right, top there. Oh! You know what, now that I know where it is, that was surprisingly easy. How is it? That genuinely took me 15 minutes to find. That is embarrassing. 15 minutes. Whatever that is that's making those noises needs to shush. Preferably now. You're not in here with me, are you? No, but there's something that way and there's what looks like something over there. Anyway, last thing we're going to do for today is explore this place. Right, what are you? Spinefish? Tasty. Ion cube? Okay, what do I need for you? Purple tablet? No
Interior walls of
worries.
This section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Okay, so I got an achievement that said find the containment facility with a leviathan skull. So my guess would be that whatever the big thing is, it's in here and that's what's making those noises. But it also said it's failed, so if that thing's like escaped and it's in here walking around. Right.
Integrating new PDA data.
Specimen research data. We're going to read that before we explore the rest. I'd hope there's some more good stuff in here, but you never know. Catalogue of information on the organisms previously contained within the alien facility. Number of entries have been translated. Small herbivore. Reference to the common peeper. Shows no immunity to the infection. Death commonly occurs within 4 days. Shows symptom remission on exposure to enzyme 42, but symptoms quickly recur. Shows advanced learning behaviours, some capacity to transmit enzymes to others. Okay. Leviathan embryos. Adult specimen too large to study in containment. Egg specimens acquired from nesting site. Embryos show no sign of immunity. Death commonly occurs within 3 weeks. Small sample of eggs has been retained for continued high-priority research on Leviathan hatching mechanisms. So there's some Leviathan eggs in here that we need to hatch, I'm guessing. Or figure out how to hatch. Large carnivore theta. Off-site lab established to study remains. Shows some potential for immunity, but physical remains so far proved insufficient for full reconstruction. So there's an off-site lab established to study remains. So there's another base like this in the Lost River, because that's why it always says there's a ton of fossils down here. So there's another base in the Lost River that we need to find. Unidentified Leviathan. This Leviathan species has been assigned designated Sea Emperor. Bone samples from Emperor specimens indicate some potential for Kara immunity. Single specimen captured for study at purpose-built containment facility constructed in volcanic region at depth 1.4 kilometers. So we need to get 1.4 kilometers down to meet this sea emperor in the volcanic region. Assessment. While it is unlikely that the emperor specimen is still contained within the facility described, it may be possible to acquire further data there on the aliens' attempts to develop a vaccine. So we need to go 1.4 kilometers down, and for that we need to bring down the prawn and the Cyclops. Okay. Right, well, let's come further in and explore the rest of the facility. I will be taking all of them. So what, there's like rocks. Cool. And it also said there's eggs down wherever that facility was. Or in it. Oh, is that it? Is that a leviathan egg? Sea dragon egg. This large egg is held in a hermetically sealed environment and has been chemically sterilized. Without the means at the facility to house a fully grown sea dragon, it is possible the aliens sought to study instead the egg laying and incubation process. To what end is unclear. So no, yeah, the leviathan egg was down here, like in here, and that is what a sea dragon egg looks like. So that's pretty cool. And it also said that the sea dragon's too big to fit in here. What is that? Yeah, it said the sea dragon's too big to fit in here, so that thing's got to be massive.
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay, damage report. Let's explore that, and then we'll keep heading further down because it looks like this place goes a lot further down. I'm seeing something purple up there. Right. What was the other thing that we downloaded? Damage report. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter closing at high speed. Stereo anchor cable impacted. Buckling. Facility sinking collision with seafloor. Breaches detected in containment unit 7. The Leviathan eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed, 1 unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Warning, infected individuals may not leave the planet. And so that's why the gun... Okay, it's all starting to... Hold up, there's no glass here. It's all starting to come together. Skeletal remains. So the aliens that built this killed every specimen they had after a Leviathan attacked the facility. And whatever did this has to be huge. My assumption would be, from what we've seen, it'd have to be a sea dragon based on how big the thing says it is. And that would make sense because there was a sea dragon egg. It's like the mum sea dragon found out that they'd like taken her babies. And she wasn't having it. All the dinos are dead.
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Cheers, boss. Couldn't figure that out. So this one has glass, but the other one doesn't. Make 0 set. Right, give me that.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
Alright, boss.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to databank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
So I'm dying. Oh, my hands are green. Why are my hands green? What? The answers have to be in the data, so we are going to download them. Biological matter, give me that. Warper parts. Organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different specimens, largely originating off-world. In varying states of augmentation with advanced technologies, this production line setup suggests these self-warping constructs were built, maintained, and deployed by the aliens. So the warpers are robots, and that's why they can tell. Okay. And there's a warper. Is that everything? What's this? No, that's a warper head or something along the lines of. So we have to find a way to cure us or we're dead, basically. That's what Laura Lucy PDA lady just told us. Right, get me in here. What else did we download? Okay. Bacterial information report. You've been infected with a previously unknown waterborne bacterium, currently multiplying in your bloodstream. estimated incubation time 2 weeks. Your immune system is currently combating the infection at low efficacy. You may already be experiencing flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. These will likely be exacerbated as the bacterium takes hold. Your immediate priority should be abatement and eradication of the infection. Recommended steps: salvage further alien research data on a possible vaccine, investigate the mechanisms which have enabled the indigenous ecosystem to inhibit the symptoms of the infection. Okay. So, we know there's another research facility on 4546B, and we know that there's something 1400 meters down, a Sea Emperor that was like immune or half immune or something like that, so we need to go find that. But for that, we're going to need to upgrade the prawn and the Cyclops and bring them down here. And ray species. Different species of ray. Boring! Right, honestly, that is going to do us for today. I really hope you've enjoyed. Next time, we're going to explore the rest of the Lost River and then hopefully figure out how to bring the Cyclops down here. Because once we've done that, we can go into that tree place and go deeper. So yeah, I will catch you next time. Goodbye.